everybody, it's the TV pessimist here. I'm saying fuck it. I'm not gonna wait any more than I have to. Let's just get this shit out the way. It's Game of Thrones, season 7 and 8. Um, I can't wait anymore. Like I just can't. I gotta get this shit off my chest and say what I fucking felt about these last seasons. I can't wait to post my Knicks reviews. Why should they both be hand in hand? Why should I wait to post on there before I review something here? Movies and games, I'm probably gonna stick with that shit. But when it comes to TV shows, if I've already finished it in real life, fuck it. I'm just gonna talk about it. So where we left off was season 6, Battle of the Bastards. Really good finale. Was that the finale? I don't think it was the finale. I think it was because they love doing that, like the episode before the finale. Um, and Bran is the Raven and shit, and like, oh, he'll fly and shit. I think that's that season. And then Bran disappears for a whole ass season. Like season 7, he's gone. Um, and in this one, I know that Jon and Daenerys finally meet, and it's a really groundbreaking moment for the show. It's so when they share screen time, it's so fucking awkward. Um, like it starts out really cool, but then there's like this weird tension, and then I remember watching it with my wife, and I was like, I haven't seen it yet, but I know what happens because it got spoiled for me. But when she was like, "Oh shit, are they gonna get together?" Oh shit, and I was like, "No, I don't like that pairing at all. Like I don't. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me at all. This tension, like, okay, you're obviously king of the north. Like that's you. That's what you are. Like you're gonna be. You're Snow. You're a Stark. You were raised by the Starks, and she's the queen that was promised. She's like there's so many fucking storylines in this. Like who's gonna be the king? Who's gonna be the king or queen? Who's going to rule the Iron Throne? So much like built up. So when the writers approached George R. R. Martin, D&D, I forget their real names, Dave Benioff and Dave, those fucking dumb clowns. They came to him as fans of the series and said, "We want to make this into a show. We think it'll be a good show." A lot of people try to option it for like film and all that stuff. And he's like, "Well, all right. If you want this show, you have to tell me one thing: who are Jon Snow's parents?" And I guess it's pretty. I was told by somebody else who actually read the series, it's pretty fucking obvious who his parents are. So it's not this groundbreaking thing, but it was a fan theory for the longest time because it wasn't confirmed in the books. But it's the theory of L plus J, I believe that's what it is. No, L plus R, R plus L equals J, or one of those. It's equals J. L plus R equals J. It's Lyanna Stark plus Rhaegar Targaryen. There's a moment in the book where there's this big battle going on. His Ned Stark runs up to go save his sister Lyanna from the evil Rhaegar Targaryen, those fucking Targaryens, the Mad King's son. How dare you steal my sister? Goes up there, they're both fucking like she's bleeding out because she's giving birth. He finds her in a pool of blood, and it's implied that, and then there's a baby. I don't think they say the baby in the original story, but she's bloody in her stomach. It looks like she's been stabbed. Rhaegar's dead on the ground, or like someone else killed him before Ned got to him, and she's dead too. And so a lot of people were like, maybe she died giving birth to Jon Snow, and that's the question they were asked. And they were like, "Oh, Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen." He was like, "Whoa, I'm impressed." Even though it's pretty obvious, like that's a theory, and the theory is confirmed in the finale. No, okay, so he took off season 6, I believe. Season 7 is the return of Bran because Bran sees this as the new Raven. And then he goes back and he sees all this shit unfold, and like you can actually get hurt as the Raven. Like if you go, like you can get touched and you can like interact with shit. He interacts with Hodor. That's a really big scene, the hold the door scene, which I think George R. R. Martin said is different from what was going to happen in the book. But he loved that. He loved that adaptation of what happened, which I did too. I mean, a lot of people did. The reason why he's Hodor and he just says Hodor is hold the door and oh, hold the door, hold door. Fucking awesome. In that last scene of the last episode, it's revealed, yes, Jon is a Targaryen and he is a Stark. He's not a Snow, he's not a bastard. He really is a Stark. And Ned, the only way that he could help this baby survive is hide the parentage, say that it's his bastard, and raise him as his own. But he knew all along that he's a Stark. And I think at one point he does say, like in the first season, like you are my son, or you are a Stark. Like don't doesn't matter. But and he can't name him Stark before he dies. But that's the plan. Like he was going to call him Stark. And I forgot like his real name. He has an actual fucking name, something Targaryen. Um, fuck. But anyway, and then Jon and Dany get it on. All the sexual attention finally is relieved. They're making out. Oh, they're cousins. More incest. Wincest. Everyone said. Who gives a fuck if they're family members? Like, fuck all you want. This isn't like they're not sister and brother like fucking what's your name, Cersei and Jaime. Like so, who cares? I ship them. Yes. Did John Aris, whatever the fucking shipping fandom bullshit is. But it was a great season. Season 7 was really fucking good. Um, don't know if I put it on par with 6. 6 was really good. Battle of the Bastards. It was up there. It was a really good season. Season 8. It's the final season, you guys. This is a big one. This is the final season. And I got everything fucking spoiled for me. Everything. Because people don't give a fuck. With social media, they'll post whatever they want. My mom is a huge, like, I'll spoil. I don't give a goddamn. You stay off fucking social media. I'm about to say fucking Carl died in Walking Dead, and this person died. Like, shut, shut your fucking mouth and let me fucking figure this shit out for myself. But people don't give a fuck. They're like, well, you should have watched it. Say, stop being an asshole. Stop. Stop. But I got everything spoiled. Every fucking thing spoiled for me. Then I found out who the king was, who got the throne. I asked a coworker. It was like just the same guy that was like it's pretty obvious who the parentage was. Um, he was like, Did you hear about this happening? Did you hear about that happening?" I was like, "Dude, this is how I explain it to him. I'm getting all these puzzle pieces, all these pieces to a puzzle that's unfinished and it lays right in front of my face. I know the key moments. Fucking just finish it for me. I don't give a shit. So then I can just pick this shit up and break it against the wall because I am already done with this. I've heard all the negativity about the show's ending. Just do it. Just fucking tell me. Just tell me. Just fucking tell me." So he laid it all down for me, and I was dying, and I could not wait to see just how bad this season was. This last season, man. Man, did I enjoy it? Ultimately, that's the question. I know I started this review as like I'm happy that they're separate the seasons that I did it differently, a separate video because I can be pessimistic. I can talk as much shit as I want to. But did I enjoy the last season for what it was? I did. So I guess retroactively, this is a TV pessimist review or a TV optimist review. I remain optimistic about it because it's still Game of Thrones. It was still a great show. It's not ruined by the last season, but it is. It's so fucking bad. The story goes, let me just back up for a second. It's a lot to unpack here. Jon and Daenerys are now together. They're a couple. Um, there's a lot of reuniting from between a lot of characters. The Starks are together again. I think in the last season they killed fuck, what is his name? Littlefinger, that guy. Such a such a great moment. Oh my god, such a great fucking moment. Fuck Littlefinger. God, with his fucking he wants to fuck Sansa and wanted to fuck his Sansa's mom. Like, shut up, dude. So good. Um, hadn't had a very worthy death like that since like fucking what the fuck's his name? The fucking king. What's his name again? Joffrey. So very satisfied going into this one. Always reuniting this reunion. Like the teasing of Arya versus Sansa, and then them getting to get like them like, nah, we're actually family, you dumbass. Like you think we're gonna question each other? I may be a different Arya, and she may be a different Sansa, but we're not. Like we're still family. We're still sisters. So they're gearing up for the winter. Winter's coming. They've been building this up. The White Walkers are coming. And me personally, I didn't have a problem with that battle. Arya being the one that kills the main White Walker, dropping the knife and stabbing. Like I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was epic. I thought it was awesome. Fuck you, fly. He flies. So they had this great fucking. It was just great. It was awesome. It was amazing. Um, could have been better, yes. And yes, all the main characters have fucking plot armor. Come on. Like you're killing off all of the side characters. You're not killing any of the main characters. Like what the fuck is going on? Like is Tyrion gonna die? Oh my god, Jon, he's getting breathed on by a fucking evil fucking White Walker dragon. That them turning the dragon, one of Daenerys' dragons, killing him, first of all, and then turning him, yo, that was genius. That was genius. The writing, and then after that, it all goes downhill. They're building up Daenerys coming to the West for the first time, Westeros, and she's never been on this side of the continent before. And everyone, of course, is like, she's got dragons. Of course, she's scary. We fear her, but we don't respect her. She's not the king of the North, and she gets jealous of Jon. And it's like, why are you getting jealous of this guy? Because he has like it makes sense. You have to actually appeal to the people. Where have you been? Like the last couple of seasons, you're the breaker of change. You're the mother of dragons. You freed people, and you care about them. You've shown that you care. You can be ruthless, yes. You can be very fucking strict when you need to be, but you're confused by this. You're confused about why people are treating you the way they are because they don't know you. It makes no fucking sense. And so they're building this tension this whole time, and then John's told that he's Targaryen. He's actually the heir to the throne. Fuck. He's like, well, it's a lot to unpack. He's like, no, she's my queen. I'm going to be with my queen. It's my queen. He's like, okay, that's you, dude. And a lot of it's very obvious. It's the obvious choice is John. A lot of fans wanted John. It makes sense. You're building up John. So subverting expectations and going with someone else is a smart thing to do. So then you have the battle between Cersei and Daenerys. Cersei makes a big no-no, cuts off Missandei's head. Grey Worm and the Unsullied, all of them are fucking furious. Daenerys is fucking furious. She's got her dragon. She kills Varys for planning treason against her because he sees that she's losing it. She's becoming like the Mad King. Um, that's the Mad King's progeny. That's the Mad King's daughter. Genetics. It's insanity. They finally have the face off. Daenerys, she's on a dragon. She goes there. They have to ring the bell. If Cersei rings the bell, she gives up the city. The city is hers. Come on, take it. It's fine. We don't want bloodshed. The thought is, when you're watching this, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way Cersei's ringing the bell. It's Cersei. The bell is rung. Daenerys has the stupidest fucking turn to evil transformation scene ever. but I've seen it in a long fucking time. Makes no goddamn sense. She's pissed. No. No, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted bloodshed. I am the Mad King's daughter. You can just see it in her faces. And then she fucking starts mowing down innocent people with her dragons. Fire. Killing everyone. Jon's like, holy shit. Tyrion, holy shit. What the fuck? Who are we backing here? Everyone's dead. And yes, a lot of different. There's a lot of problems with this season. Like for instance, Arya. The whole time that people were dying and getting burned down, Arya's running around trying to survive in the city because she was gonna go kill Cersei herself. Lots of shit going on. She runs out. She's covered in dirt, and there's like a white horse that passes her, and she watches the white horse go away. Next episode, that's how it ends. Next episode, she's riding the white horse clean. Makes so she burns everything down. She kills everybody. Cersei tries to escape. Jaime goes back to her, even though he's with Brienne of Tarth now. Like they slept, they had a great moment. Bless me. Jaime's whole storyline was a story of redemption. You like he's such a piece of shit. He pushed a boy out the window the first episode because he was caught fucking his sister. He was a typical Lannister piece of shit, and over the next couple of seasons, you grow to actually care about this character that's supposed to be a fucking piece of shit, and you're like, what is going on here? Because he actually has good in him, and he abandons all of that. He goes, I never really cared about people. I never really cared about you, Brienne. I'm going back to my sister. I love her. That's who I love. Okay, and you can tell like there's some reservations when he says it too. You can tell like the actors and actresses tried their best to salvage this piece of shit season. It's like only what 6 episodes because they were like HBO was like, we'll offer you more episodes. Like you don't have to rush the writing. They're like, no, we got this. I don't get more of that shit show. But so there's only 6 episodes. They can only do so much, but they're long fucking episodes. So Cersei and Jaime die. They get smushed by everything. A lot of people were pissed off about that. And Jaime killed what's his fucking face? I forget the king, the king in the fucking Iron Islands, the uncle of um, the people. I don't fucking remember their names. They end up dying too. So who gives a fuck? Redeeming themselves, really cool moment. And then there's the Mountain and the Hound fight, and they both die. It's like everyone's dying left and right. The next episode, Grey Worm, is like, I don't give a fuck. I don't really mind the Unsullied being evil. I don't mind it because he just saw his woman, the woman that he loves, killed, beheaded. Totally understandable, and so crazy that they're just slicing people's throats. They're like surrendering, killing. Jon's like, stop! They surrendered. And Tyrion's like, I think Tyrion's the one that says it. Stop! And he's like, no, kill. Like, damn. And then Jon does the craziest thing. Um, the whole argument for Daenerys, they're like, we don't want Daenerys on the throne after all because she's the Mad King's daughter. I think the Mad King's daughter. Is she the daughter? Or she's like just a descendant of the Mad King. She's a Targaryen. She'll be evil. That's what her destiny is. And Jon, I think, ends up saying that. He's like, well, she's the Mad King's daughter. And because he ends up stabbing her and killing her. Shocker. When you see them embrace, you're like, it's coming. She dies. Dragon burns on the Iron Throne. Fuck the kings. Fuck all of them. There are no kings. There is no Iron Throne anymore. And he rides off. Why didn't he kill Jon? Whatever. And he kills Daenerys, and I think he's sitting in a jail cell. No, Tyrion's sitting in a jail cell, and Jon ends up talking about how she is Mad King's progeny. She's the heir or whatever. And Tyrion's like, no, that's not. Just because of who you are doesn't mean what you become. You make your choices. And that's the whole fucking point. Like, she's not destined to be this person, so why did you lean into that so heavily? Like, she's the Mad King, she's the Mad King, she's the Mad King's, whatever the fuck she is related to the Mad King. She's a Targaryen. She's gonna be mad. She's gonna be insane. Why would you kind of confirm that, but also argue against it before she's killed by Jon? So they have this big fucking stupid fucking meeting with all the kings and queens and all the fucking people sitting around the fucking throne, lords and ladies, all like Grey Worm is like, yeah, our queen is dead. Tyrion wants to speak. Grey Worm's like, no. They're all like, let him speak. He's like, okay, okay. And he says, sir, there should be somebody. There needs to be like, who, you? And he's like, no, Bran Stark. It's like, what? Bran Stark? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. He's the boy that fell. He's the boy that flew. He's the raven. He can see everything. He's perfect. And he ends up in season 7. He asks him, "Why don't you want to be king of the North?" And he's like, "Because I don't want to be king." And Bran completely loses any kind of fucking like when he becomes a raven. He doesn't show any emotion anymore. He just, I've come for you. Like, he's all wise, all knowing. And his whole thing is like he can see the past. He can't really see the future. Like, I think that's what it is. Like, he can see the past. The dumbest line this motherfucker could have said. Tyrion's like, I know you don't want to be king. I know, but will you? Will you lead us? Will you rule? And he's like, why do you think I came? What? What are you talking about? The fuck do you? What does that mean? The fuck? What are you talking about? Literally, what are you talking about? Why do you think I came? You, you little bitch. You traveled this whole way. You knew you were gonna be king. Like, you just knew. I'm like, look at me, bitch. I know. Bran, Bran. This mother. D&D are some shit ass writers. When they don't give a fuck, it shows. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Fuck the fans. Fuck this whole show that won awards. You have this final season. You have this extension from HBO. Would you like to extend it? Would you like to drag out the story more and make it actually make fucking sense that Daenerys turns bad? Would you like to? Would you like to do that? No, 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 no. Why not? Story goes, they had a fucking contract to make like a Star Wars movie. And I think it was a Star Wars movie, a Star Wars project, and they were so fucking pumped to write it. And after the shit reviews that came out for the last season, they were dropped. Disney dropped them from making this fucking Star Wars project. They said, no, 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 no. That writing is fucking atrocious. Why would we want to put that? Like, we're trying to avoid all that shit. Like, I hear the new Star Wars movies are fucking garbage. Their writing is terrible. I haven't watched it yet, of course. I can't speak on that. But when I hear from multiple people, it's fucking bad. They want less of that. They're not gonna fucking want to just settle with subpar writing even more so than they have been. I mean, it's Disney. So if you have a trilogy, or is it 7, 8, 9? When you have a trilogy that has bad writing already and is already being panned, and they made money. They made money. If they don't want to bring you on for another project because your writing is that fucking bad and their writing's already bad, you got to reevaluate everything. Everything. Wow. There's a lot that they could have changed with this season and made it so much better. They could have actually justified Daenerys's turning evil more so than just being like, oh, she's the Mad King's fucking, or she's jealous, or her cousin doesn't want to fuck her anymore, or like you could have fucking done so much more. You could have done so much more. She really wants to get at Cersei. That's the story. She really wants to get back at Cersei, but killing innocent people, like you could have avoided that whole thing. Have Cersei kill her own people. But she's already shown that she doesn't give a fuck. Have her kill her own people. Start to kill her own people. Daenerys is like, fuck, I got to get in there and stop her. And that's when the dragon starts breathing fire everywhere. And it's like, well, she's killing her own people anyway. Fuck it. Then there's the conflict of like, okay, well, what she did, was it wrong or was it right? Cersei was already killing her people. Best thing she did was like a mercy killing. The dragon doesn't know. She can't fucking aim the fucking flame, really. I mean, she could, I guess. She's the mother of dragons, but that would have made for so much more of a great finale. Like John is got the turmoil and the inner like I don't want to kill her, but she's justifying killing innocent people, even though Cersei was killing them. Yes, she still did it, and there's this whole fucking like this conflict. And I didn't even mention like the Stark children. So there's the question of what's west of Westeros that Arya is asked multiple times, and she doesn't ever fucking use those fucking masks. That pisses me off too. Her ending is fine. She goes off to travel and see the world. What's west of Westeros? Explore more of the world. That's great. That's awesome. Make a fucking spin-off with Arya sailing the world and looking around. I would fucking dig that. And actually use the fucking masks. Um, Sansa becomes Queen of the North. She's chosen to lead the people. That's awesome. Sansa went from a very whiny, annoying character to being a fucking damsel in distress to getting more powerful and getting a backbone. And now, yes, she is totally the fucking queen. She is her mother's daughter. She's Catelyn Jr. Yes, that's great. It's fucking great. Bran is king. Next, John is. They tell him he needs to go back to the wall, which has been destroyed, but it hasn't been. The dragon that was turned into a White Walker destroys the entire wall. Um, just it's decimate. It's gone. It's gone. But it's not. In the last episode, when he goes back to the wall and he becomes the fuck, what is that called? The fucking leader of the fucking wall person, the commander. I don't fucking remember. They make him the commander. His dog comes back. Oh, that's so sweet. But the reason why he's sent up there is because the Unsullied and Grey Worm were like, he needs to go up there. Then the Unsullied leave with the Dothraki to where Missandei was raised, I believe, or born. And she said, "Oh, so beautiful." And he's like, "I want to go there with you." He goes there with his people and the Dothraki. And it's like, so he left. Why does John need to go to the wall again? Because you're men of your word or what? Like they're gone. They can't do anything. They can't verify. There's no way they're fucking coming back. They're not gonna come back to. All right, we're just wanted to check to see if John was at the wall like we told him to be, or else it's like, or else what, bitch? We have like all these fucking people to fight you back. There'll be more bloodshed. We don't want that, but come on, pussy, like you fucking no cock bitch. I don't care. There's there's no fucking there's so much shit I can say on this. Like it makes me so fucking mad. that they just lean into the trope of bad last seasons. Like they were like, oh, it's inevitable, just fuck it, and we have this other project waiting for us, so let's just hurry and get this shit over with. Just fucking load the trigger, fucking load the gun, fucking put it to their head and just pull the fucking trigger. Fuck it. On the other side, it's happening is nope, dumbass, you're fucking shooting yourself in the foot creatively, and now you look like a fucking stupid fucking writer, both of you. Got a little pessimistic there, but overall, the entire show, love it. It's just that last season, that last goddamn season. So that's the end of Game of Thrones. The long review. Haven't had a long review in a while. Thanks once again goes to Lena Hall for requesting this. You guys have a good one.